Hey guys, hope you're going well. Let's chat about episode 9 of Penny Dreadful called And Hell Itself My Only Foe. So it is the second last episode. A lot of time to start really building to our climax here. The last week we focused on the sort of core group that were left behind in London. The week before that it was Ethan and Vanessa. So this week we know that we're going to have all our central core ensemble back and joined together to really get things going. The American bounty hunter who has been after Ethan since the beginning got a very brutal and unelegant ending, which I was really happy about. He's been pestering Ethan since the beginning to have him come back to America with him, and all the while he's been giving Ethan these very serious threats and very ominous about taking him back to his father, and they've just felt very empty and shallow. So yeah, he was a really annoying character for me, and I was glad that things just escalated extremely quickly. He thought that he had the upper hand, but against Vanessa and Ethan, when they set their mind against something, this guy just did not know what had hit him. So the bounty hunter is unceremoniously buried. Vanessa and Ethan return to London with Dr. Frankenstein, and it's time to close in the ranks and really make a battle plan for how they're going to rescue Sir Malcolm, who has gone into the witch's lair. I found all our core ensemble group really, really frustrating this week because they all made decisions that were against my better judgment as a viewer. Everything that they did, I was just sort of like, no, don't do that. No, don't go in there. No, don't walk through that door. No, this is bad idea, bad idea. And that is the most frustrating thing, when you know that it's a very bad idea, what is about to go down, but they're gonna do it anyway. As a side note on a side character who I haven't had a chance to give a lot of mention to in any of these recaps I've been doing because there just hasn't been time, and that is Inspector Rusk, who I have really been enjoying. I like how he keeps, prodding and poking Ethan and threatening him. Now his threats, opposed to the bounty hunter, his lawful threats to arrest Ethan and sort of expose him for who he truly is as a murderer linked back to the Mariners in Massacre. I really like this character. The bounty hunter, nope, didn't like him at all. Glad he's gone and off the books now. But Inspector Rusk, he really is a worthy adversary. One of these great subtle moments happened for me in this conversation between Ethan and Rusk before it was sort of the deep breath before the plunge. So before Ethan walks into the mansion, Rusk pulls him aside and threatens him one last time, saying that he really knows what's going on. And Ethan playfully and cheekily just denies. At this moment, as the two men are walking side by side, remember Ethan received a stab wound from his encounter with the bounty hunter before they killed him. So he's got his arm out of action, and Inspector Rusk is missing an arm. So you've got these two equals walking, and we have this great shot of them walking down over the cobblestones from behind, and they both have a hand in their pocket. So the two of them with their mirror imaged damaged hands, I thought was like a very poetic touch, something that Penny Dreadful, the show, does so well. And that made me think that these two characters really have an intertwined fate. I hope that we do get to see Rusk next week in the season finale, because I think he deserves a look in before the end of the season. I don't know if I feel like it's going to be a very tragic ending for Rusk, because he, as a police officer, a man of the law, I don't think he has any place in the world of the supernatural. But I will be interested to see how this plays out. Then Vanessa, of course, going off on her high horse by herself into the witch's clutches. And that's exactly what they wanted and expecting her to do. I was like, no, Vanessa, don't do that. The rest of the group have no choice but to follow her in there, and it's a full moon and Ethan's going to go on the rampage. It was just bad choice after bad choice, and there was no game plan. They were walking into an ambush. So the first thing that these four do when they get to the castle is divide. Frankenstein and Lyle go off to to enter through one entrance, and we've got Ethan and Sembene together who enter through the back entrance. And as soon as your groups separate again, I was like, bad decision, don't do this, don't do this. And they're walking through the castle like mice in a maze. They have no idea where they're going. And of course, lo and behold, this is when the full moon reveals itself. Ethan and Sembene are trapped in the in this weird staircase situation. The doors have closed in behind them and it's just the two of them trapped in there with one little old window to let in the moonlight during the transformation. And it was a very touching moment. I thought it was done really well, actually. And hopefully not, we're not going to lose any more of our core characters, because yes, this was the first main or core character death that we've had since the very beginning, which was a huge step. The episode ended as we might expect in the lead up to the season finale next week. All our characters are separated around various rooms in the castle and it all looks very, very dire at this stage. Vanessa is in the basement with Madame Kali, who finally reveals the voodoo doll that she's been working on. So I don't know how that is going to go down. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Make sure you leave me comments in the comments section down below and let's chat theories about how we think everything is going to play out for the season finale next week. I was kind of hoping that a few more things would be tied up this week because we have a lot to get through in next week. And I don't know how we're going to do it all in one final episode, but I hope that we get to. And also, on another note, it's also going to be bittersweet to see the season finale because, you know, when you get really invested in a show like I have with this show and every week you look forward to it, I'm going to have to find another show, you know, to replace it for my Saturday nights now. Anyway, thanks again for watching and I will see you guys next week. Bye!